An epic moment today. Manny Pacquiao meets Mike Tyson. There's Mike Tyson and Troy. Here's Manny Pacquiao with John Singsong. Together, they are talking. Mike Tyson, Manny Pacquiao. Check it out.
Mike Tyson, congratulations. This is a beautiful gym. I hope that there's enough people will inspire to train here. Thank you. Congrats. Mike, congrats. Congratulations. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. I'm here to support you. Thanks. Appreciate it, brother. Too cool. Super good. All right.
Idol yan sa ni Mike. Idol yan si Mike. Idol po kayo.
Manny Pacquiao is back, and this time he's training with the legendary Mike Tyson. As Pacquiao prepares for his explosive comeback fight against Mario Barrios, he's drawing on Tyson's brutal power and relentless mindset. Two icons, one mission. This unexpected alliance is turning heads and sending a clear message. Pacquiao isn't just returning, he's aiming to dominate.
No fighter looks more sensational than Pacquiao looked the other night.
I think like Gennady Golovkin looks
Hey, he doesn't. That man don't make those moves.
Oh, let me see just like Floyd Mayweather.
Then that shows that you're a neophyte in boxing. You know nothing about boxing.
Mike Tyson's respect for Manny Pacquiao runs deep, and it's more than just admiration. It's recognition from one of boxing's most feared legends to one of its most relentless warriors. Tyson, who has always valued grit, aggression, and fearlessness, in the ring sees a kindred spirit in Pacquiao, and that's no small thing. Tyson came up in an era defined by heavyweight dominance, Ali, Holmes, Frazier, Foreman, where size and power reigned supreme. So when a smaller man like Pacquiao earns Tyson's respect, it speaks volumes. Pacquiao, a natural featherweight who climbed through 8 weight divisions, defied boxing physics, and in doing so, caught the eye of Iron Mike.
Give me, baby.
All right. Thank you, bro.
Tyson has always celebrated fighters who bring raw intensity and unwavering courage to the ring. What sets Pacquiao apart in Tyson's eyes isn't just his speed or volume punching, it's his mindset, his refusal to back down. Whether facing taller opponents, heavier punchers, or younger contenders, Pacquiao has always stepped forward. That relentlessness is what Tyson respects most. For a man like Tyson, who built his career on intimidation and relentless pressure, watching someone like Pacquiao fearlessly charge into battle, regardless of who's in front of him, hits differently. Even as Pacquiao approaches his mid-40s, Tyson still sees that fire burning. That still doing it today kind of spirit is rare in boxing, and Tyson knows it.
I respect it in the game. I don't know why I respect this guy, just because he's short, I think. But Pacquiao, he's great. That motherfucker right there, that's probably one of the few fighters besides you, Muhammad Ali, all you guys, Hagler, all those guys and stuff like that. That little fucker right there, I never seen that guy back away from anybody. Tall, short, he goes in there and says, fuck it, okay, great. And he's still doing it today, I don't know, 40 years old?
Yeah. Close to 50. Yeah.
Because who's the other guy, Hopkins?
He's a great guy.
He should have retired a long time ago.
For someone like Tyson, who built his name on fearlessness and always pressing forward, seeing Pacquiao fight with that same relentless drive truly means something. Even now, with Manny in his 40s, Tyson still sees that same hunger, and he knows how rare that kind of passion is in boxing. But here's the cool part. Pacquiao actually grew up watching Tyson back in the early 90s. Manny was just a poor kid in the Philippines, sitting in front of a small TV watching Tyson knock guys, out left and right. Tyson was a hero to him. The way Mike entered the ring, with that look, that power, left a huge impression. Pacquiao has said before that Tyson was one of the biggest reasons he wanted to become a boxer in the first place. He didn't have much, no fancy gear, no formal training, but he had a dream. And that dream was fueled by watching Tyson fight. Now, all these years later, the same man he once idolized is standing in his corner, helping him train and pushing him to dig deep again. It's a full-circle moment few fighters ever get to experience.
I watched the fight 1990s when I became a boxer.
That's what inspired
Now, all these years later, the same man Pacquiao once idolized is standing in his corner, helping him train, pushing him to dig deep again. It's a full-circle moment that few fighters ever get to experience. And Pacquiao's impact isn't just felt by legends like Tyson. It stretches across the fight world, including voices like Joe Rogan. Rogan has long been fascinated by Pacquiao, not just for his skills, but for how unique he is as a person. To him, Pacquiao is a rare mix, super humble, always smiling, even when people are talking trash. But the second the bell rings, it's like flipping a switch. Rogan has pointed out how Pacquiao can laugh off pre-fight insults and then completely dominate inside the ring. He recalls moments like when Keith Thurman made bold claims before their fight, saying he'd crucify Pacquiao, only for Manny to stay calm, wish him luck, and then shut it all down with pure class and controlled violence. It's that contrast, gentle outside the ring, a storm inside it, that makes Manny such a one-of-a-kind fighter in Rogan's eyes.
He's an interesting guy, man, because he's so friendly.
Right.
You know, like, even like when people are trash talking, he's like smiling, and then gets in that ring.
Kick your ass later.
Dude, once he steps to that roast, like, there's a whole different set of rules he's flying with.
Like, Keith Thurman talking about he's gonna crucify him and stuff like that.
Ooh, don't say that. Yeah.
He got crucified.
Yeah, but he's.
I wish you the best too. Good luck in that fight.
Like, what's crazy about him is his calves.
Yeah.
When you look
Massive.
at that, they're giant. They're like a thigh.
And I know the reason why, because in General Santos, the mountains that he runs and that steep hill, that's why they're so big. Because he's always constantly running mountains. And I was doing the mountain runs with him.
Yeah.
My calves started getting bigger and bigger. But I understand, why his calves are huge. But he's always bouncing. He's always moving around.
Yes.
Like, he'll bounce for like 20-something rounds. He'll do his pads and he's jumping up and down. And he really is an unbelievable person, unbelievable athlete, and a legend of the sport. I think as time progresses, people are really going to appreciate his greatness.
Even Floyd Mayweather, arguably the best defensive boxer of all time, has given Manny Pacquiao his due credit. There was a time when fans believed Pacquiao might be the one to finally hand Mayweather his first loss. And while their long-anticipated fight didn't happen until both were past their prime, Floyd later admitted it. Manny was one of the toughest opponents he ever faced. He spoke about how relentless Pacquiao was, how he never slowed down, never backed off, and made it clear he wasn't there to play. Mayweather had to stay sharp every second, keeping his distance, staying on the move, because he knew one mistake could change everything. Even though Floyd walked away with the win, he never dismissed Pacquiao. He knew Manny was the real deal. Pacquiao didn't beat Mayweather, but the fact that he was viewed as a genuine threat to someone undefeated speaks volumes. He wasn't just another opponent. He was a fighter who could have flipped the entire script with one big moment.
5'8". I remember you fought Pacquiao, they said you was 5'6.5". You know, Pacquiao did whoop him. At any point, did a fighter ever make you feel like, oh, my legacy is in jeopardy?
No, but I've been in a fight. I'll get like in the third or fourth round, like, it's gonna be a rough night.
Okay.
One of the best fighters I've faced was Manny Pacquiao. He's one of them. A future Hall of Famer.
It's about Manny, man. He just don't stop coming.
But you know me, I keep my distance because he's real short. I keep turning him, keep turning him.
I think that, when height doesn't mean anything.
Pacquiao. Mayweather. What would have been different had they fought, let's just say 5 years earlier? Because everybody believed they wanted that fight. We had been clamoring for that fight for 5-10 years. Had they fought 5 years earlier, is the outcome any different?
Let's just say it would have probably been a controversial decision, like a closer fight. But I still think that Floyd probably would have pulled it off. I really do think so. Pacquiao at the time when he was coming up, when I fought him, he was literally a Pac-Man.
Right.
He was just chomping at me like there's no tomorrow.
Right.
He wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop throwing punches. That Pacquiao probably gives Mayweather a better fight.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if he wins, but he gives them a better fight.
Right.
Yeah.
So you feel this fight happened a couple of years?
A little too late, You want to see a back and forth, and you want to see, evenly matched on paper.
Even Oscar de la Hoya, who believes that if the Mayweather versus Pacquiao fight had happened 5 years earlier, Manny would have given Floyd a much tougher night, can't reflect on Pacquiao without remembering his own painful experience in the ring. For Oscar, that fight wasn't just tough, it was the night everything changed. He entered the bout drained, barely making weight, and physically not himself, but the moment the first round began, he knew something was wrong. Manny hit him, and Oscar simply couldn't respond. His instincts were gone, his timing was off, and his body couldn't keep up. Round after round, Pacquiao never slowed down. Oscar felt overwhelmed, trapped, like there was no way out. He's since opened up about what was going through his mind that night, and it wasn't just frustration, it was deep emotional pain. By the 7th or 8th round, everyone in his corner wanted to stop the fight, including the referee and trainers. But Oscar asked for one more round, not out of pride, but because, in that moment, he genuinely felt that maybe one more punch would end it all. That's how dark it got. And now, all these years later, with Pacquiao lacing up the gloves once again, the question lingers. Will Mario Barrios be the next name added to that legacy? Maybe Barrios thinks he's catching an aging Pacquiao, just like Oscar once did, but history has shown that counting Manny out never ends well.
For that fight, and I was a skeleton. It was too much. So I knew in my head that it was over for me. The first round happened. He punched me. I couldn't throw back. My instincts weren't there. My fast twitch muscles weren't there. And every single round, if you watch my documentary that came out on HBO called The Golden Boy, it explains to you what I was thinking, what I was feeling. I literally wanted to die in that ring. In the 8th round, everybody was going to stop it, okay? Or the 7th round. One of those rounds, everybody wanted to stop it, including the referee, the trainer. And I said, no, I want one more. Because in my head, I was thinking, if he punches me, maybe I won't wake up,